April 11th. Just started the welding class a couple of days ago, and not only was I working in that booth, 911 melting steel, get the pun, melting steel in booth 911. Out of the 12 booths, the instructor chose that one to show everyone how to do everything. He could have walked into any one, but I was actually moved out of booth 911 to the neighboring booth for a brief period of time and then moved back to 911, melting steel. And I'll tell you, melting a straight line into steel is not as easy as it looks. So, this is a very brief OBE. Prior to this, I had very strange, kind of stupid dreams. Then, I woke up and felt numb and had the sensation of leaving my body. And I floated to a house and I saw Hispanic looking people shooting at each other. It was a big, violent gunfight coming from outside the house into a house. And I saw one of them hit in the head. But I didn't just see them, I felt their pain and their suffering. And then I floated to the ground. And as I was floating, I saw this dry grass everywhere. And in that dry grass were myriads of snakes everywhere, from all kinds, from pythons to cobras, and every kind of snake you can imagine to vipers. And they were all hissing and biting. And after observing these snakes, I received a download of information, a very big download of information, and I saw the past. I saw Aztec, Mayan empires, and the blood sacrifices that they created. And I saw and felt the trauma from those blood sacrifices by the Mayan and Aztec empires. And I saw that there really were deities involved in these sacrifices. And that I saw these deities for a brief second only in statue form, but I knew that they were sentient. And I saw that there's so much darkness and evil emanating from those blood sacrifices that it boomeranged to the modern day. And kind of imagine like the past slingshotting itself into the present and just unloading and dumping all of its baggage in a brief period of time. That's what's happening with the drug cartels. This modern violence is directly linked to Mayan and Aztec sacrifices. And these are the same souls having revenge at one another and fighting with one another. And these dark deities whom they worshipped are perpetuating that violent cycle. And it was really terrible to see and really dark. But I knew 100% there was a link between those events and the events of today. They're like tied together, like quantumly. And that's related to everything now with the rest of the world, probably. Iran has postponed its attack because they're afraid of U.S. intervention. And they've never really attacked much, so it's probably going to stay that way for our benefit. But maybe not. Maybe that's part of the whole cycle of violence, too.